Hello everyone and welcome to another adventure with Wild Bill's Fishing Reels. As you see, we got Dogekid out here with me. We're beside the pond. We got everything prepared to do the Memorial Day fish fry. We're gonna have some fun out there. We got some surprises coming from Dogekid. You have to stick in there and check it out. But this dinner is for veterans, first responders, and law enforcement. And we also will let, the public come. If they want to get a plate and donate some money to the VFW to help them out, it's greatly appreciated. Anything we can do to help to find men and women that serve this country, I mean, that's a beautiful thing. We want to just make sure that we show them the utmost respect and do everything we can. This one's gonna be a little different, guys. I've got some things up my sleeve. Dogekid, she's really stepping up. And y'all come along with us. Let's go.
Okay, hello.
Hi.
What is your name?
I'm Shane Fowler.
Okay, what did you do in the military?
I was in the Army, and I was an 88 Mike, which is a heavy transport operator.
What did you do for it?
What do you mean?
Like, did you, help with the military and stuff? Or, did you, use the weapons and stuff?
Yeah, so are you talking about when I was deployed?
Yeah.
So when I was deployed, I never did my job. I was actually a gunner in a XM 1151, which is a Humvee, one of the newer Humvees.
That's really cool.
It was.
How many vehicles have you rode in there?
Ma'am?
How many vehicles have you rode?
Have I what?
How many vehicles have you rode?
Have I rode in military vehicles? Oh, a lot. So being an 88 Mike, I've driven from the Het, which is the big thing that pulls tanks, to a Hemet, which is like what goes and recovers vehicles, like a Hemet wrecker or a PLS, LHS, LMTV, FMTV, 5-ton, 915, which is like a 18-wheeler, MRAP, Humvee. There's not a whole lot. An 88, which is a tracked recovery vehicle.
Okay, that's a lot. I haven't even driven one vehicle at all. Besides like a little side-by-side. How many missions have you went on? Or have you went on any missions?
Yeah, so we went on missions either every day, depending on where we were stationed at, or every other day. There was like a day of mission and then a day of downtime, and then we'd be right back on the road.
That's really cool. How long have you been in the military?
I was in the military for almost 8 years, and I was deployed for 15 months in Iraq.
That's a really long time. So, did you like the military?
I loved it. I loved being deployed. I loved the camaraderie of it. I loved having a purpose. And then I joined the military. I joined the Army in January of 2007. I got done with training in May. I went home for hometown recruiting. I got to Fort Polk in June, and I deployed in July.
I visited Fort Polk with them. Or, not the real one, but it was like a field trip for our class. We got to visit them and see everything.
Pretty cool, huh?
Well, I think that should conclude our interview.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Goodbye. Okay, so what is your name?
I'm Lori Bates.
Okay. How long have you been in the military?
I served in the U.S. Army.
Continue. I'm checking your camera.
I served in the U.S. Army from 1996 till actually 2000. And that was 4 years, 9 months, and 11 days.
Oh, okay. How many missions have you been on?
I haven't been on any. So I did serve in South Korea at Camp Casey in 1999, where I actually met my ex-husband and my current husband.
Ooh, that's cool. Would you like to say more about that, or?
You know, the friends that you make in the military, we have a friend of ours that is a member of the CW post that moved here 2 years ago. I've known both of them for half of my life. The friends you make, the connections you make, they're absolutely priceless. It makes all of the tough days, good days when you have comrades that you can trust.
That's really nice. Did you like being in the military?
So, liking. So I come from a family of 4 generations of service. I was the first female in my family to join the military. Definitely not something that anybody thought that I would do. The orchestra non-sports girl. But for me, I joined to travel. I joined to find out what my family, what my brother, my nephews, my dad, my grandfather, what they went through. And it's definitely a different experience for a woman. But the thing is we all bleed green. And you watch each other's back. And who you're serving with is your family.
Okay. How was it? Was it like good or bad?
So you have to take the good with the bad. It's definitely tough. It definitely challenges you. There's times when you're without your families. When I served in Korea, my daughter was 1. I missed her 2nd year of her life being deployed. Today, she's 27. She is a very proud Army brat. And she's also married to an active duty soldier, as well as she supports military and veteran.
That's really cool. How many vehicles have you driven?
How many vehicles have I driven? Oh my goodness. So, a few. But I'm going to tell you about my first vehicle I ever signed for at Fort Stewart, Georgia. It was in the shop. It was an old Deuce and Half as LMTVs were coming out, and it spent more time at the shop than it ever did me driving it. We would have motor pool day, and we were told to go down and take care of our vehicles. I had 1 clean parking spot because I never had a vehicle there. Every time I came back, something else would break down.
Oh. What was the highest rank you've ever been?
I left with an honorable discharge as a rank of an E4 specialist.
So how would that be? How high is that?
It's considered an E4, so it's about equivalent to a corporal, depending on your MOS and what your job duties are, and it's just below a sergeant.
Well, it was nice interviewing you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. Hello, what is your name?
My name is Bob Connor.
Okay. How long were you in the military?
I get credit for about 31 years, but 28 years active duty.
Okay.
I was in the reserves for a little bit and then active duty, so 28 years.
That's still a long time.
Pretty good, yeah.
How many missions have you been on?
It all depends on how you count missions, but like a lot of people would probably think about missions like going to Iraq and Afghanistan. I went to Iraq 4 or 5 times and Afghanistan 1 time, but I did other things like went to places like Bosnia, Korea, Okinawa, Singapore, Philippines, Thailand. So those all kind of count as missions too.
That's a long time. Or that's a not
A lot of different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were the positive things about it?
The positive thing about being in the Army is always the camaraderie you have with the other guys that are in the Army with you.
What branch were you stationed at?
United States Army. United States Army, and then I was stationed at a lot of different places. But the reason why, I'm here now is because I was stationed at Fort Polk 3 times, and now they call it Fort Johnson. So because of that, I'm here in DeRidder.
Okay. How many vehicles have you driven?
Army vehicles? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, okay. So when I first started in the Army Reserves, I actually used to refuel the old Army Jeeps and the old Army Deuce-and-a-halfs. Then the Army switched to the Humvee, and then they also got another thing called the LMTV, which stands for Light Multi-Task Vehicle, or light to medium tactical vehicle. And then, but there was also these other vehicles that we used in Iraq that were called MRAPs and MATV, which was mine-resistant anti-personnel vehicle, and military all-terrain vehicle.
Okay. So this is the last question. What was the highest rank you had?
I retired as a lieutenant colonel.
Okay. Well, it was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you, and it was nice talking with you, and thank you for the interview. Appreciate you.
Thank you for your service.
And thank you for our fish dinner. Appreciate it. Y'all take care.
You too.
Hello, young lady. What can I do for you?
What is your name?
My name is Glenn Meek.
Okay. How long have you been in the military?
23 years.
That's really long. How many missions have you been on? Like anything?
9 combat deployments.
Dang. That sounds like a lot. What were the positive things about it?
Actually, there's a lot of positive things about it. You learn how to work with other people. Basically, you learn to work as a team. You learn responsibility. You learn how to command other individuals underneath your position, underneath your rank. A lot of fun, actually.
What branch were you stationed
I
in?
was in the United States Army Special Forces.
Was it fun?
Sorry. No, keep going.
Okay. What rank did you have?
I'm sorry?
What rank did you have?
I retired as an E8, a Master Sergeant. And back to your question, was it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it also brought a lot of heartache.
Would you like a hug?
I'm sorry?
Do you want a hug? I'm sorry.
Of course. I'll always take a hug.
Sorry.
Here, baby girl.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's go stay with you.
Okay. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
All right, guys, what y'all think about that? Please get down in the comments. Let us know. Hit the like button if you appreciated those kids' interviews. I mean, I'm super proud of her, guys. She really stepped up to the plate. I didn't coach her on anything. She made her own questions. She found the people. She entirely made this video by herself.
Not by myself.
By yourself. I mean, well, with the help of people that you interviewed, but I mean, I didn't record it. I didn't hold the camera. She brought her camera around and she got video, the footage that you see of us frying fish. You know, the footage with her doing the interviews. And as y'all seen, she was progressively getting better at it. Like, I'm so proud of her. But again, thank you to all the veterans, all the law enforcement, first responders, everybody that came out, anybody that donated to the VFW. We got good compliments. They say they like the fish. Thank you. Thank you to the family that come down to help. So we had my brother from another mother, Clayton Gerald, his wife, Jennifer Gerald, his son, John Luke. I mean, we had my daughter, Belle's friend. I don't know if she want me to say her name. I'm not gonna say it, but she's a shy girl. You know who you are. We really had fun, guys. Mr. Corey DeVere with Your Outdoors, his wife Connie, all the fine people down at the VFW. I don't know if everybody wants their name said, but I won't for the sake of that. You know, if I had their permission, then I would gladly. But and if they get down here in the comments, if you want me to put your name in it, I know they give a shout out to all the people that were there on Facebook. I don't have Facebook, but I appreciate it. Everything. It was a lovely evening, and like that last interview, that was some gut wrenching stuff, you know. Yeah. Like, so everybody doesn't know, you know, like Dogekid, for example, when you're doing these interviews, you don't really know, you know, how to approach certain things in the best manner the first time you do it. We all learn as we go in this life, we grow, you know. So, you know, that last question she asked, was it fun? In her mind, like, she's thinking, you're getting to go out and go to these different parts of the country and get to do this different training and these type of things. Yeah. You know, again, some people in the military are chefs. They cook food. So if you ask them, did they have fun? Maybe they say, yeah, I had a blast. I got to cook for all my brothers and sisters out there, and it was amazing. That last guy, he was part of Special Forces. Those guys see some of the most brutal things that the government has to offer as far as military duties are concerned. You know, any of your, I don't want to leave any of them out, but I would say Army Rangers, Special Forces, Navy SEALs, any Black Ops type guys that like, I mean, some of these guys, I mean, they had to sign resignation papers before they go do these tours. That way, if they get caught, the government can say they don't work for us. They resigned, then they went and done that mission, you know. So, I mean, hats off to all the men and women. It takes every part of that wheel to make it roll. You got to have somebody get in the water. You got to have people actually fighting and killing. You got to have people serving food. You need everything. You need people like Mr. Corey that fix all these vehicles, that make sure that our men and women out there are driving around in something reliable. It's a beautiful thing. It all works together. War's not so beautiful, but again, war's been going on long before this country ever was a country. People have been at war as long as mankind has existed. So you got to just understand that that's part of humans. I mean, we are a warring creature. Hopefully one day we'll get past that, but we're not there yet. I mean, future generations, maybe they can get us out of this, but as of right now, that's just part of life, guys. But again, thank you to each and every one of y'all. And if you can't think of nothing to do,
go fishing.
Go fishing.